Hey guys, we are starting. It'll be just a minute. Got a little distracted by talking about fantasy football of all things. Forgot to hit the start button. Good grief. So we'll get the other stream up and going. Let's see. Almost there. All right, everybody. Starting in just a second.
It's getting real.
Hey guys, welcome. Tonight's going to be a fun one.
Hey.
We have Jackie has a game ready for us, and I'm going to do kind of a soft opening in a bit. You know, I always talk about a lot of stuff right off the very, very beginning, but I think with streams the way it is that people come in, and then you don't hear the stuff in the very beginning of the stream, do you? You just hear where it is that you enter into?
Yeah.
Or do I have that? Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, cool. So, soft opening, but really glad to be here. Golly, man, we have the door open to the studio over there, and it is so nice.
It's ridiculous. I mean, it is so nice outside. It's silly. I went and bought plants yesterday.
Wow, that's something.
Hey, Mom, don't you need these earpods?
No, I got different headphones because you were using them.
Okay, sorry for interrupting.
Cool.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
I even bought plants yesterday, which is basically sending them to their doom, but I was like, it's so nice outside. Let's green this up a bit.
I know, we have one plant that we've had for years, and it's anemic, and it's, barely holding on, and but it's our plant. And
it's our plant.
Jackie went and got a couple more plants, and it was just so luxurious outside. It was like, woo. I don't know, it felt nice. It felt really nice. But tonight we're going over to the dark side.
Yes.
So Jackie's getting. So whenever we start the stream, Jackie she shares it over to the Facebook.
Yeah, I'm getting everything ready.
Yeah.
It's serious.
Yeah. So she starts a watch party. Gets all that kind of going. Right now, if you want to chat, I'm afraid it has to be on Facebook. If it's on either on my art page or on my personal page, but we're not able to read the comments right now on YouTube. In fact, that's something that I wanted to check out last time. So here, while we're doing this, because I want to improve our ability to be able to chat and all this sort of stuff. So let me check something really quick.
Well, Linda is with us, says, glad you're feeling better.
Hey, thank you.
Nancy says, hey. And Kylie Sykes is joining us, says, hey, guys. So, hey. Yes, you're feeling, you're not 100%, but you feel a little bit better. And unfortunately, it's kind of the typical little gallbladder attack that you have.
Yeah.
It's never fun.
Yeah, that's true.
So
it is. It's kind of a funny thing, as you get older, you get wiser, as in finding out about and discovering new parts of your body you might not even know existed because they begin to shrivel up and die and hurt.
Dang, it's dark.
It's like puberty, but in reverse. So that's sort of. So that's what I'm
I guess
going
like
through
menopause
now.
For women or something.
Oh, there you go.
But we're affected by it all. See, that's not cool.
I'm going through menopause.
But
yeah, it's just a gallbladder thing. It hurts and all. But I'm so sorry. I hated missing on Thursday. We haven't missed a stream, one stream since we started doing this since COVID. And but I was just green. I was just, oh my gosh. I just went and lay down and. I mean, we could have streamed, but I would just been, like.
And it has nothing to do with all those ribs and beer you've been consuming.
Yeah.
Nothing at all.
Gosh, I wish.
Well, Ron Sufford has joined us. Says, hey everyone. Also glad you're feeling better. And Linda said my print and paintbrush arrived. Thank you.
Oh, awesome. Yay.
And Sheila McComas has joined us and is waving hello.
Well, awesome guys. I was trying to get a chat to pop up over here because I was hoping the XSplit thing we use, it said oh, hey, you can go check your chat out over here. And I thought, well, that'll be great because right now Jackie's having to juggle different devices and different things. And but it's apparently whatever that does, that's not what it does. It does something else. So.
Oh, Nancy says, yes, there is menopause. So
well, I've just got.
Maybe she's got firsthand experience with the.
Maybe so. Maybe so. Oh my goodness, I've got. Yeah, it's just I have arthritis and I was having a big bout of it everywhere, and then and this has happened before, and anybody that lives with a chronic issue, like I have kidney things, I have the arthritis and all of it was just sort of coming up, and because of that, every once in a while, like my gallbladder likes to join in the party as well, and so it's
like when one thing goes wrong with you, it all goes awry.
I'm a house of cards. That's what I am. But,
you are. Well,
it's it's funny, but it's kind of the thing with anybody that has a chronic illness. I think they can kind of relate, because if you have something like it's kind of like a chink in the armor. So if anything goes wrong, it's gonna poke at it. Is that Chip over there playing?
Yeah,
with
she's playing with her squeaky toy.
Oh, but tonight's gonna be fun, guys.
Nancy says she's still waiting on her paintbrush. I am sending it. I actually have more things to put in the box that I'm sending to you, so that's why it's taking a little bit longer.
Oh, well, that's nice. Hopefully,
it's gonna be funny.
Oh, really? Well, cool. Nah, man. Oh yeah, did you bring your wine?
I did, and that's one of the part of what I'm sending Nancy is some wine.
Oh, you're gonna like this, Nancy.
Fellow Star Trek nerds. So I'll share that whenever you're ready.
Well,
awesome. You're working on a totally new painting.
Yeah.
You got some other paintings to show, so there's a lot to cover.
Yeah, there sure is. So tonight it's all about the dark side, but here actually let me show you. I got a commission for none other than Lord Vader himself. So Here he is.
Menacing Vader.
Dun 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 dun. Yeah, and so I'm working on him. I started him today. Right now, I started the way I always do with a black drawing. So I use that paint that's sticky that I can feel, and it feels really nice. I love this stuff. But so I started with that. Right now I'm going in. I'm adding a little bit of blue, and then a little bit of other colors. Like I put in a little pink and a little red.
I know. I was gonna say I like that little highlight of the pink. It's almost like that's the hint of his softer side.
Well, thank you. No, it's you would think so, but not with Vader. It's actually the glow of his lightsaber that's beginning. But
nice. That's gonna be ominous.
Yeah, and this is the lightest sort of color. So I have the pink in there right now, just as a placeholder. But along this cheek is going to be red because his lightsaber is red, so it's going to be glinting along some different surfaces of his face. So you're going to see a lot of the red over here in his eye. He's going to look really, hopefully really cool, really intense.
Yeah, it's going to be cool.
And then over here is going to be really intense with the red. Over here will be more blues and stuff and things like that. But the idea is to give sort of an ominous Vader feel.
Yes. Well, David Larkin has joined us. Says, love your art. We'll contact you soon. Take care.
Well, thank you for liking the art. I appreciate that.
So I'm excited about this painting. I always love when you do. I mean, Star Wars and Star Trek are my favorites. So I'm excited about this one.
Hey guys, I was just thinking too, if you can hear the dog in the background, we have the door open, but if y'all can hear the dog, let me know and I'll close the door. So just such a pretty night, we have the door of the studio open.
I don't think it's an issue. I'm listening to the audio.
Cool.
What's going to be an issue is when Chip goes out there and wants to bark back.
Yeah, that will be.
She'll howl and it's like a foghorn.
Well, that'll definitely, so when that happens, that's definitely a thing. But, so what's new with us? I'm feeling tomorrow actually we're going. I'm looking forward to this. I'm still not 100%, but I'm good enough to saunter. So tomorrow we're gonna saunter around a park. They're having it's all COVID friendly and everything, So you gotta. What don't you say?
You want me to describe the situation?
Yeah. You probably describe.
Okay, so we're in Denton, which is close to Dallas. So we're tomorrow. And we homeschool Jack, so this is all the beauty of homeschooling. We're going to the Dallas Arboretum. It's a huge garden in Dallas, obviously. But they do a thing every fall called the Art of the Pumpkin, and it's massive displays, sculptures, all pumpkin, really cool stuff. And so we're going to go pick up my mom, and we're going to go walk the gardens and check it all out, and then I'm going to sabotage I'm gonna spring a lesson on Jack. He's gonna love it.
It's gonna be good.
And but it'll be fun. We're gonna pack a picnic lunch. The weather's ridiculously good. I mean, like, it's Texas, so we have this for maybe 3 days. So we're soaking it up.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be so nice. Yeah, this whole week's gonna be beautiful, and
yeah,
it's man. Last night a front came in, and the temperatures just cooled down. The trees were we have like 20 to 30 trees in our yard, something like that. I forget. And then they were just whipping around. You could hear all the branches and stuff up, and that stuff usually doesn't unnerve me at all. But it was bending so much, you could just hear them whipping around. And I was like, oh, what if one did break?
I mean, thank goodness we had the mural down. The mural. Oh. I mean, which we still like have it, wrapped and in the house, but now it's just taking up massive space, and we're in a holding pattern. But
yeah.
That's why we haven't released any information on that. But
yeah, that's true. Yeah, and the only other thing, the other thing that's going on is this fantasy football season, and I won't say too much more about that except.
Don't you jinx me.
No, I'm not jinxing you. No. I just we're having a lot of fun with it. We play with friends and family, but I love the way that fantasy football will bring friends together, so you can all jump on one person and try to tear them apart. It's just a beautiful thing. We have one person in our league that's won the last 2 years, and I'll just call him a wonderful guy, and we'll just say that.
Dude,
but the goal for everyone is that Brent cannot win again.
I mean, it's literally one of the team names is Brent must not win again.
Yeah. So in this week, I don't want to jinx it, but it looks like he might actually lose this week. So far, he's won he's won 2 weeks in a row.
I like how everybody's watching their teams and then Brent's.
Yeah. It's like
that's what's
I almost want to check his team before mine. My team ranked number 1 at the draft, which means nothing. And I've lost every game since.
Who's number 1 now?
Well, I don't know. Are you number 1 now? Mm-hmm. Or are you number 2? You had the most points last week.
Technically, only because
I think
we don't get scored until tomorrow, but all games have been played. Technically, number 2, but as soon as tomorrow hits, number 1.
Yeah.
So, now that I've jinxed myself.
Jackie over there, since she's already pre-jinxed, so I can't jinx her now. Last week, she got the most points of anybody. It's a 12-man league. And
the week before that.
And this week, she will, too. It looks like. Unless, like, tonight, somebody goes crazy.
No. No, that's not going to happen.
It's not. Well, it's not going to be my guy. That's for sure.
It's not going to be my guy. Well, Kylie Sykes says that she can hear the dog, but it's okay. Not bad.
Oh.
And Nancy said, referring to the nice weather that we're having, it's the front that put her, which she's in Colorado, to 28 degrees, which we ran earlier today, and she was like, it's freezing, and I'm like, really?
Wow. Yeah, the low here, today is like 78, and then the low was 59, I think, last night. And
it's awesome outside. It's like, it's almost fire, a little fire pit weather.
Yeah, definitely.
And Kelly Petit joins us, says the Arboretum looks spectacular, so she's apparently gone.
Oh, cool.
Owen says, awesome, I got a wild story for you. Live stream painting on TikTok, and some lady bought my paintings. I want to share that. Oh, cool.
Well, congratulations, man.
Congrats.
That's
awesome. We have not broken into the TikTok realm.
I can't tick or talk. I don't.
Well, I'll be honest. I'll get on it and get sucked into it, and like I'll just go through videos for an hour and not realize where the hour went. But I have no desire to post on it.
Oh.
So I don't know. I don't know how any of that works.
Well, I don't either. Oh, we also have an update to show for the Marilyn Monroe painting. I wasn't happy with it. I was working on it. Let it sit for a bit, and I figured out what was wrong with it. So I'm correcting it now. Mm-hmm. And also, we have the Denver Skyline painting that we were working on. It's actually finished. There was a commission, and it's going to be off in the mail. Whenever you send it, I guess. So I mean, it's being varnished. All that. So it's all that. It's just recently done. But here, let me show you guys a picture of it though, because so. Of course, you got to remember this is a really small photo.
I know you almost need to make it like as big as it'll go because it's so small.
Really?
Like, yeah.
I could try.
You're messing with it on screen.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
There you go. Really big. I mean, for a minute, yeah.
It clicked. So there it is.
Yeah, so it's a
6-foot painting. So I don't know how much of the detail you can see with the digital, image and all that, but it's a 6-foot wide painting, and but it was a lot of fun to do. It took a lot longer than I thought it would have, which is perfectly fine.
I thought it looked great once it was all said and done.
I'm sorry. It makes a tone. Okay, cool. I'm sorry. I've got a Bluetooth in my ear, and whenever I get it centered, like it'll click. But I gotta listen for. Okay, sorry guys. Anyway, I'm back.
Barbara Brands says I was there too. Fabulous. Did you guys make reservations? Actually, we did. We did make reservations because I went to their website because I wanted to do the picnic thing and didn't know what the rules were, and realized that you need, because of the COVID, you got to make reservations. But Barbara's post on Facebook with all the photos is what inspired me to be like, hey, every year I see that thing, the Art of the Pumpkin, and we never end up going. So, I saw her pictures and I was like, I'm just gonna take Jack.
Really? It was Barbara's post that made.
Yeah, because I forget that it happens, and then by the time I'm like, oh, I should have done that, it's passed. So.
Well, that's good to know, Barbara. If we have a terrible time. I know who to blame.
Well, Nancy says Denver looks awesome.
Thank you, Nancy.
And Barbara says, wow, 2 thumbs up on Denver. And Owen says about the TikTok person that bought the art, says they do support, maybe this is TikTok in general. They do support artists and even disabled artists. There's a guy on TikTok who's blind and works with wood. Oh, that's cool. Let's look into that. Very cool.
Yeah.
So, what changes did you make to Marilyn, or do you have an image? Oh, you have the painting behind you. Okay.
I do. I sure do. Here, let me show you guys real quick what I'm working on here. Just real quick. So, I'm adding in blue along here. Now I'm doing the underpainting for this. So, the light blue and all this sort of stuff that I'm having, it'll be darkened, and there's other things that'll be going on. But on the left hand side of the canvas right now, and if you're visually impaired and you're looking at this, what you're seeing is Darth Vader's head, and it goes off to where his forehead would be. He wears this helmet, so it's cut off a little bit over half of where his forehead would be. So his eyes are right there in the top third. Like if you drew a line through the top third of the painting, his eyes are going along there, big bug eyes. And then it goes down to where this will date me, but so does that. Coming in and saying my gallbladder's trying to fall out dates me. So at the beginning of the stream,
you're dated.
I'm dated. We don't use scientific carbon testing. I've already been dated. But I used to have, like, when I was a kid, I had all these Darth Vader figurines. I had like the first ones, and it had like the actual cape and everything. But I always loved the little chain he had around his cape. So So that's where it cuts off in the very bottom. Is that he has this metal link. It's like these rectangular links that are metal that go in for it. So that's kind of what it looks like.
That's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
Well, my mom joins us. Says hi guys.
Well, hey.
Looking forward to tomorrow. We were just talking about that.
Oh gosh, yeah, me too. So Darth Vader. That's it. Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Says hey babe. Take a walk on the wild side. All the stormtroopers
on the dark side. There you go.
I just want to see a video of trying to follow all the stormtroopers going do.
That'd be hilarious.
Hey, babe. Take a walk on the
Barbara
dark side.
says, "Yay, I'm good for something," referring to us going to the Arboretum.
Oh.
Good for great photos on the Facebooks.
Yeah.
So show us Marilyn. Yeah.
Okay, so Marilyn isn't done, guys. But I worked on her for, what it was, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
This painting has been in the studio for too long.
And let me tell you, okay, here's the deal with Marilyn. Her face was broken on the canvas. But in real life, her face isn't broken. She's a beautiful woman.
Obviously.
But that's not what I was doing. I was painting a broken... But, and I was working on it, and the software that I use, it turns pixels to sound, for me to get an idea of her face. I remember what she looks like, but, really... And... I think with it, I was confusing I had her forehead too tall, and I was thinking about it the other day, and I was going through the measurements because, like from your hairline to like your eyebrows, or like just above your eyebrows to the bottom of your nose, and from there, like to the bottom, it thirds your face. So from like the bottom of your chin to your nose is a third, then another third, and then that's a third. And it's weird. It didn't sound like that's the way it ought to work, but that's the way it works, you know. And with her, I was doing that. I was looking at it, and I thought, okay, that's a third. That's a third. See? So like it's like here, that works. That's right where it's supposed to be. And then, but up there, it didn't work. Like it was completely off. Like it was wrong. So her forehead was too big. So what I'm doing, her forehead was way up here. It's way up here. That's not where it should be. So I started putting, and just this afternoon, I dropped it down. So it's going to look better and all that, but I'm just starting to...
I almost wish we had like a before and after, because it's been so long since I've looked at this painting.
It just looks the same to you?
Well, I mean, it doesn't look the same, because I love the colors that you added. But it's always interesting to see a before and after, especially when you've got...
That would have been a good idea.
Yeah.
Thursday.
Thursday, yeah, there you go.
Okay, everybody, stop looking. Now look at this. Pretend like you didn't see it. Walk away. No, and then her eye, I'm fixing her eye because that wasn't quite right. And so I'm just going through because I just had some errors on it. And so it was like little things that just added up to it not feeling right. And but, that's okay. I mean,
well, I'm a fan of the darker oranges and reds that you've added to her hair.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm thinking maybe some purples and stuff too. I think I was getting too fixated on her being a platinum blonde.
Yeah.
And I don't usually get too fixated with color. You know what I mean? If you can't play around with color when you're doing art, then when can you play around with color? So, good grief.
Well, so while you work on that, I can show my wines.
Oh, yeah.
This is the highlight of my week. So obviously everybody out there knows I'm a big Star Trek nerd. Ever since they did the Picard, show, they have a Picard wine, and the whole show is kind of, he lives on a wine, a vineyard, and he bottles his wine and all that fun stuff. So, now they're doing Star Trek wines. And so I had already bought the Picard wine, which was limited and all that stuff, and they number it. So they just released 2 more wines for the first time, and I thought I'd show it. And I got Nancy a set of these. This is a special reserve Sauvignon Blanc, and of course it's got all the fancy like Star Trek, logo stuff on it, and it's written up all fancy. And this one's numbered. It's 1,116. They only make like 1,701 of each bottle. Hence NCC 1701.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
That took me a while. The number for the Enterprise, for everybody that's not a huge Uber nerd, the number on the Enterprise is 1701.
Yeah, and on my Jeep.
Yeah, and on her Jeep. Which almost nobody gets, but it makes it all the cooler when somebody goes like, "Who's our truck?" or something when they see your Jeep, or they go like, "Oh, I get it."
Yeah, the only people I've run into that have actually cornered me about the notation on my Jeep have been like gray sweatpants type dudes. I don't know if that's a good thing.
Captain Sweatpants. Yeah.
Captain Sweatpants dudes that are like, "Hey, awesome," and I'm like, I got you. Anyway, and so this is another bottle. This is a Cabernet Sauvignon, and this is a Klingon wine, and it's supposed to be Klingon blood wine, which is what they would drink. And on the back, it's "Celebrate, for tomorrow we may die" is the saying in Klingon. When they drink. So anyway, those are my new fun wines. See, my dilemma with this whole wine situation is I don't know when to drink it. I know it needs to be drank because it'll go bad, and you want to display it, which means the cork's going to dry out. So I don't know what occasion warrants Star Trek wine.
Oh, I think I know.
Do tell.
When the next big show airs, like premieres.
Well, Discovery is about to premiere next month.
There you go. Or in the Pike one.
That would be a good one. That's a good one. Strange Worlds, that'd be a good one. Yeah. So, and then, like, the other thing that I did this last week was, and Nancy did it with me. Nancy says the cab is going down fast. Yes. I know. In fact, when I got this, the white, the Sauvignon Blanc, I was like, I don't drink white wine, but I was like, I have to have it because it's a Star Trek wine. But I was thinking, because Bill is the white wine drinker, and I was like, well, I could open it with him. He'll hopefully enjoy it. I don't know. They all could be bad. Who knows?
But it's really but you get to keep the bottle after.
Yeah. I mean, after it's drank, I'm probably going to put lights in it or whatever and then display it on shelves, the good stuff like that. And then the other thing that Nancy was in town last weekend and we ran our Blurch run, since COVID's hit, all the races have been canceled because you can't obviously get into large groups and breathe all over each other from running for miles. So now everything's gone virtual, and there's this one race that I've always wanted to do. It's always been like a marathon, but I can't do a marathon. I'm not at that level. So since it went virtual, they opened it up to all distances, and it's called the Blurch Run. So anybody out there, if you're a runner, you might have heard of it, but it happens in Seattle. And I got my kit because we ran the race. It was 6.2 miles. Nancy and I did it. We almost died. In fact, we were running on White Rock Lake around it doing our 6 miles, and we took a wrong turn. And we got down at one point. We were like, "How do you take a wrong turn when you're following a lake?" And we almost did more than 6. And then when we ended up getting back to the car, we were just under 6.2, which is the distance. So we just had to do circles around the parking lot.
I didn't hear about any of this.
I was like, I just want to die. And she's falling into the Jeep. It was comical. It was at that point. And I was sore for 2 days. And I don't get sore from running because I only do 3 or 4 here and there, but sore for days. So our packages for running the race, when you do a virtual race, they just mail you the medal and all that stuff as if you had crossed the finish line. And so I got my pack, and I thought, hey, I'd open it on the show.
All right, an unboxing. Hey,
an unboxing.
Hey, I got a question real quick.
Yeah.
So with the virtual run, do you send them a screenshot or something to prove that you did it, or do they get it, or is it an honor system?
Well, it's typically an honor system, but it's some races will be a screenshot. There was one this last weekend that I was debating on doing, which was the a national parks one, and you got this really cool baton that was engraved with all the parks. That was really awesome. But that one you had to do a screenshot and send it, and you were given a random hour, and it could have been 4 a.m, and you had to run that hour. It was really weird. Yeah, it was really weird.
Huh.
So I ended up not doing that one, but
that's weird.
This one this one was an honor system just because if you pay the money to do these virtual races,
yeah,
don't do the race, that's just silly.
Yeah,
it's just silly. So, and the whole idea here is to display them. I have a medal holder thing, and if I didn't run it, I wouldn't want to look at it if I didn't run it. So, okay.
Well, that's because you're an honorable person.
I am.
You would make a great Klingon.
That's true. That's true. Glory to our household. So, okay. So this was what was in the birch. This is what the box looks like for everybody. It's okay, and just to give some history on this, you may know who this dude is. I don't know, but he was the creator of the Oatmeal comics that were really popular online. They still are, but he's an avid runner, and so he created this big race in Seattle, and it's this Blurch character. Looks like a fat marshmallow. I'll hold it up like that. So it looks like a fat marshmallow, and the whole comic is about running or just silly. Being large and in charge, I guess.
Really?
And so in the box, this is pretty cool. You get this squishy stress reliever thing. That's the Blurch. And the whole idea with this race is that, and if you go actually run the race in Seattle, they have cake stations, so you can eat cake while you run.
What now?
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, this is my kind of race.
Did they Ooh, is there a piece of cake in that box?
No, there's no cake. Well, you know what? Okay, let me get through this. So they gave you some green sunglasses. Cake, that'd be hilarious.
You got cake over there?
Be a little stale.
I'm suddenly really, really interested in this.
See, so I got some cool green sunglasses.
Oh.
It's always cool, which was needed. Okay.
Awesome.
Let's see. You get a card that tells you all about the race, and all the proceeds for this race went to different charities. Let's see, who did it go to? It went to the ACLU, Black Girls Code, BLM, and Pause, and all sorts of things. So
cool.
If you ran it, that was the cool thing also with these virtual races, is a lot of times all the money goes to different charities. Let's see, so, we got a sticker. It says 0, 0 on it.
What does that mean, do you think?
It's like no miles ran. It's just it's like a funny car sticker. Collectible pins. That's cool.
Like the kind you write with, or can you like stick people?
No,
with?
you stick things with. Oh, I got a Tesla one. That's cool.
Really?
Everybody got a different one. There's different ones that you can get.
Oh,
nice.
Wow.
And I know Nancy did this too, so I'm kind of curious what she got in hers.
Yeah.
So Nancy, let me know what pin you got. That's my Tesla one. And then you get your official medal, which is cool. This is the thing that you would hang on your race thing, your medal rack or whatever. And the little it's the Blurch character, and he's eating a cake and pizza, and the cake and pizza things move.
Wow. It's pretty good swag, man.
Oh, and you get a magnet. That's cool. Fridge magnet, always beneficial. You get your race bib, and you get a sweatband. That's always cool.
What is the sweatband? What color is it?
It's lime green with the Blurch flying on it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I know, it's stylish.
Are there wristbands too? Because you can just really pull out like a 70s look.
No, but that'd be cool. Man, wristbands? That'd be cool. Just totally look out.
You are a nerd.
Style. Okay, so here they do send you E-Fruity.
Oh.
So it's jellies, like the type that Jack likes with like the SpongeBob ones.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so they got like a little hamburger and a pizza and a hot dog.
Oh, man.
Gummy fries.
You better pick out what you like in there before Jack finds out.
I know, right? So that's cool.
That's awesome.
That's a lot of stuff they send you. That's pretty awesome.
Well, I sure admire you guys, like going out and doing that stuff.
Well, I've gotten to a point where I'm like, I have the rack of 5Ks, and so now my goal is to just do 10Ks, which that was what this race was. So, we'll see. We'll see if I survive this.
Yeah.
Oh, Nancy says that she didn't open the pin yet, so I'm curious.
Oh.
You'll have to open the pin and let me know what you got. Because some of them look like they were, I don't know, like some were common and, oh yeah, then you got common ones, and then there was rare ones. And I want to say that, let's see, let me look really fast.
I wonder if Tesla's rare.
Well, the rare ones have a weird shape.
Is it like
Tesla's rare.
Ooh.
That's cool.
Ooh la la.
The legendary is some weird one, but I don't know, girl. You need to let me know what you got because I'm curious now. So.
Pretty awesome.
Anyway, that's what I've been doing the last week is running and buying Star Trek wines. Apparently.
Man. Awesome. That is cool.
So I can test your knowledge on Darth Vader.
Oh, yeah. You want to do that?
Oh, Nancy says you didn't mention the cake we ate after we ran.
Oh.
So, yeah, because that run is like a big cake eating run. You eat cake along the trail if you do the actual run there. So when we were done, we were like, let's just go get coffee at Starbucks and some pastries or something. And we just happened to go to a Starbucks that was right next to the, what do you call that place? The Bundt Cake place.
Oh.
Oh, I forget the name of it.
Well, I didn't hear about this either.
But it's like these little cakes that have an insanely good frosting on them. And so, of course, we got a couple of those and ate every bit of calorie we ran off in that moment. So it was
That sounds like fun.
It was yummy, ridiculous. And we watched like a massive amount of cop cars go by because there was like a huge wreck at the intersection down the street.
Oh, no.
It was so crazy.
Well, that's no good.
That's no good. But anyway, so...
Other than that, it sounds like a good time.
It was fun. It was fun. White Rock Lake is really nice. I love running that area. I mean, there was a lot of people there, but you don't have to get close to them, so that's cool. But, I mean, there's like a view virtually the whole time you're running, or there's, different things going on, so it's fun.
Man, awesome.
Yeah. So how much of that painting have you gotten done over there?
Here, I'll show you. Here, one sec.
Oh, my mom says Randy and Lizelle joined us.
Hey, guys.
Hey, guys.
Welcome.
I love seeing pictures of Tiny. Tiny's their little dog. It's so cute.
Their little dog.
Dog.
So this is the painting so far. So I'm adding blues, and I'm really just doing 3 different shades of blue. So one easy way to block in a painting, actually the easiest way is just to you use black and white, like the grayscale. So you can just have different shades of gray. So you might have a like one that's darker, it's the deepest shadow, and then one a little lighter, and then one a little lighter, and be able to go through like that. Another way to do that is through color. So I'm using color, but I'm using 3 different shades of blue just to go in and just sort of get the tone of what I'm wanting. And then later I can go in and put more layers and keep adding to it and make it more nuanced, because in this painting I wanted to convey a lot of emotion. It's kind of the guy that commissioned the painting. He was really interesting. Like he has a position in a company, and he I don't know. It's a whole story, but it was really cool. And but he wanted the painting to have like a presence in the room and all that. So
yeah.
And it's a 3 foot by 2 foot painting. So and of course he's a huge fan of Darth Vader and all this. And I thought, man, that's really cool. That sounds interesting. So the big part of this painting is that it's not necessarily about the character of Darth Vader. I mean, it is. He grew up with Darth Vader and loved Star Wars ever since he was a kid, just like I did. But it's really too about like that presence. It's like that authority, the command, and all this sort of stuff, and that feeling that it gives you. And it's just sort of, I don't know.
I kind of expected to come in here and be like, and hear you listening to the movie, because that moment when he when he first walks onto the scene, and I mean, that's ominous and cool. And
well, in my head, I constantly have the march going, dun 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 dun. So it's I find myself humming it quite a bit but yeah, I thought I will. I'm gonna have the giant speakers in here, so but I'm waiting for that. I'm getting the basics down of that, and then I'm gonna blast the movie and have that music going.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool.
Then there's some other music too that he mentioned that I really like too, and so that's where this is going right now. So also I switched cameras. So I have I put the better camera on the artwork. I don't know if you can tell a difference, if it looks crisper.
I think it does, yeah.
And can you tell like subtle, like the difference between the colors? Because before, like with the Colorado one, you couldn't really see pink and the purples all kind of blended together.
Yeah, I mean, I clearly know it's a better camera. I mean, the Colorado one was just difficult because that painting in general was difficult to capture.
Oh yeah.
It was so big and it's weird. But this is good. I mean, because you're smaller on the screen, I don't think it's an issue.
Yeah. So I put the other camera over here. They're both 1080 cameras, but one of them has like a glass lens. It's just a better camera, better built. They're both by the same company, and but yeah, one's just a little bit better than the other.
And Kylie says it looks better, so we're good.
Oh, thank you, Kylie. That's really good to know. Really, really good to know.
So let's test some of your Vader knowledge.
Man, Vader knowledge. Okay, so I'm afraid it might get out that I'm a bit of a nerd. I don't know.
Well, I'll be honest. These are some tough questions.
Are they?
When you drill down to the very specifics of a particular character in Star Wars, I didn't know quite a few of these.
All right, so let's see who is more in touch with their inner dark side. Here we go. We'll just let the Force guide us through this.
Well, this one you might know because you are a geek. So, all right. Which customized starfighter did Vader have made?
Oh.
A. TIE Predator class.
Oh.
B. C-class TIE Fighter. C. TIE Ghost. Or D. TIE Advanced X1.
Oh.
Bum, bum, bum. And you're like a geek about the ships a little bit, so.
Well, I am, but I'm terrible with the names. Like, I know they had a different one because when they were filming it, all the TIE fighters looked the same, and they needed to be able to show the character, so that you would know, oh, that's Darth Vader, that's not Darth Vader, that's all that. So when they're flying around, it's on he's on screen in a way. So I needed one that looked different. Did you come up with the names of these?
No.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, 'cause those are really good names. That's I've heard of some of these.
I will say some of this is going to be like, it's not fandom, but it's, the lore of Star Wars goes deep, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, it could
Wikipedia.
Yeah, exactly. It could be like Clone Wars, any sort of like fan books, that is considered in the realm of Star Wars.
Well, I'm going to go with A.
Well, Nancy guessed A. Kylie guessed D. So I do like the name Predator class.
I do too.
I do like the name Predator. I mean, I'm a Predator fan, but
yeah. Although, you know what?
Yeah.
What is D again?
TIE Advanced X1.
That was a ship, though. But I think the Predator was a ship. Gosh. You know what? I'm going to switch to D.
Okay. Is that your final answer?
I guess so. Yeah. Okay. Dang it. I don't know. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to let.
Okay. The answer is, in fact, D.
Ooh.
You got it right. It's also known as the TIE X1 or TIE Interceptor prototype. It was an advanced starfighter touted as a replacement for the standard TIE fighter tested by Darth Vader and X1 at the battles of Yavin and Mustafar.
Wow, we were... Oh!
So, geek out on that.
Mustafar, the fire planet.
There you go.
You feel toasty? I should have brought some marshmallows.
So toasty.
Yeah.
So toasty. You're a nerd. Okay. Oh, and that's the picture of it. So I threw up there. So imagine, and when I looked this up, there was like little play sets and all kinds of fun things. So I was like, oh. And
it made a great sound, like all the TIE fighters and stuff. Like I know, like there's no sound in space, but Star Wars is a fantasy movie. It's not It's not science. It's with that going through. It's like creepy.
Okay. At what age did Anakin turn to the dark side?
Ooh.
A, 22, 23, B, 24, 25, C, 25, 26, or D, 20, 21?
Gosh. I don't know. Let me see.
Kylie says, yes, I don't know anything about Star Trek. I'm just a great guesser. That's funny because it's Star Wars. So.
Yeah, it's like
hilarious.
It's like that T-shirt I have where it has the Dalek on it, or the Dalek. It's like, oh, hey, it's R2-D2 from Star Trek. I love him.
So when you think about this, okay, Nancy guesses D. When you think about this, I'll get. You can work through the problem here, right?
I'm trying. I'm not thinking about the Clone Wars.
Do you remember how old he was in episode 1, and he met Padawan?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, not Padawan.
Padme. Yeah.
He was. Do you remember how old he was?
11, I think.
He was 10.
Oh, okay.
When they met
Harry
again. Yeah, that's right. When they met again, do you remember how many years he referenced to say, like, I haven't seen you in this long?
Was it like 5 years?
It was 10.
Oh, 10. Okay.
Okay, so when they
exactly
first like homeschooling Jack again. Okay.
And,
so when they first see each other, he's 21 ish when they first see each other, and he's like, ooh. So you got to account for like wooing her, and then they're about to have a baby. She's like about ready to pop, and then he turns. So what do you how old do you think he is?
Okay.
You want me to tell you again? A,
okay.
22 to 23, B, 24 to 25, C, 25 to 26, or D, 20 to 21?
I guess I'm going to go with B.
B?
Yeah, but I kind of want to say C.
Well, Nancy says D, Kylie says D, Kim says C. The right answer, I guess. So...
I'm going to say B.
Okay.
What is it?
The answer is A. He was 22, 23-ish.
Oh.
So it only took them 2 years to woo, secretly get married, and try, have a baby. Impregnate her, I guess.
Well, I paid...
Because he turns to the dark side right when she's giving birth, which is
people
a whole
move
awkward
fast.
thing.
A long time ago, far, far away.
I know, right? Well, I think that's all he thought about for 10 years was this. She was on a pedestal of sorts. So.
I guess so. Gosh.
Okay.
Ba-boom.
Ba-boom. Okay, George Lucas explained that Darth Vader means what? A, Dark Ruler. B, Dark Father. C, Dark Lord. Or D, Dark Master.
Okay, I think I know this one.
Okay.
Because Vader's actually a word.
I was going to say, I feel like if my mom is watching this right now, she could pull from her German roots and maybe know what it means.
Oh, you like that sign.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, but I want to say, because I think I might know.
Okay.
Well, I want to say, I think it's Dark Father.
Really? Is that because you think you heard it somewhere?
Yeah.
Well, Kylie's guessing C, Dark Lord.
And then it makes sense, though, like, because Luke turns out to be a son. So, I mean, it kind of, it all... Spoilers!
Spoilers!
And all that. So, I mean, so, like, if you had known, like, what it meant, then the whole... You might have figured out the whole plot twist way ahead of time.
Right.
If that's true. But I think,
Yeah,
which I think it is.
Yeah, okay. So Linda guessed B, question mark, though. She's not terribly sure. And Nancy guessed A. Okay. So the answer is B, Dark Father.
Dun, 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 dun.
So, and I thought this was interesting because if anybody had made the reference, I mean, they might have been clued in, but it said after the release of The Empire Strikes Back in 1980, Lucas said the name Vader was based upon the German/Dutch language homophone Vater, or Vader, meaning father, making the name representative of a dark father.
That's cool.
Yeah, and that's interesting because I don't know if you geeked out on that stuff. Like, in those days, you know how, like, nowadays they just pick everything apart and there's Easter eggs galore and this and that? I wonder if back in that day they were like, Vader, other language, but I know that was a big surprise when he announced he was the dad.
Yeah, and Invader is such a good name. It almost sounds like Invader. It's like Invader, he's an invader, I don't know.
Right on.
No, it just means Papa. Papa.
Papa.
Papa.
All right, what else you got? Okay, here we go. Vader's cape is made of which material?
Ooh.
A, armor weave. B, rancor hide. C, Mandalorian steel. Or D, steel silk.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Do you know this? Are you that
No, but I have it down between two.
Ooh.
Because I know what it's not.
Oh, what is it not?
Well, it's not Mandalorian steel, I don't think.
Well,
I don't think it's not Rancor hide, because the Rancor is that big beast, and if you guys remember, like in the Return of the Jedi, that giant beast that Luke had to fight in the pit, or Jabba set him down, and he was like, and then,
act it all out for us, please.
And then that one guy comes in and cries because he was his best friend.
Oh,
but armor weave, though, because the thing about his like the reason he wears a cape and why some people wear capes in Star Wars and all that is because it was actually an extra protectant, supposedly. Like, I mean, George Lucas just wanted people to walk around in capes. This is the real reason, but
is it really?
Well, you want capes are awesome. I always want people to walk around in capes.
I don't know. Like I don't know if capes.
See all the little pockets you could have inside your cape. You know.
Gosh, that would just weigh that thing down. Then you don't get the like billowy awesomeness that would be the cape. Then you just got like this extra giant coat.
Well, you can have the little frilly capes. They're short, like
capes.
Robin's cape. You know, Batman.
Robin's cape.
T. Williger's Batman. Why can't I get a full grown?
Have you ever seen a pocket contraption like cargo short style cape?
No, but
exactly.
But, so for them though, it was like fire, like he'll protect with fire, and even like some blaster stuff and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So I think it was either silk or armor weave. But,
okay.
But I'm gonna go with armor weave.
Okay. Well, let's see. Let's see. Kylie guessed A. Nancy's guessing D. Steel silk. Kim is guessing C. Mike has joined us. Says hi all, and I am late.
Hey. Never too late to join the party.
That's right. Okay, so all right. Are you ready for the answer?
I'm ready.
It is in fact A. Armor weave.
Well, I'm glad that I've missed one so far, because I don't know if I want to be completely over on the dark side, you know.
I missed I took the entire quiz. Like it's a long quiz.
Ooh.
And just to find like good answers or good questions, I took the entire quiz, and I missed quite a few of them.
Oh.
So I'm not on the dark side. Okay, next question. Known for his and you'll get this. You're gonna get this one. Known for his exceptionally high midichlorian count, over 20,000, Darth Vader was a powerful Sith. Which signature force power did Vader use to instill fear in both his rivals and officers? And I'm before I give the multiple choice, I'm gonna see if you can figure it out.
Oh, I know what it is.
Oh, man, do you really?
Yeah. But I want to say, I mean, you know, because yeah. You bet. I mean, I think I do. But I don't want to say it because I don't want to. Should I say it?
Well, let me say it really fast. Mike said, yeah, he was downtown Hot Springs for dinner in the casino.
Ooh, nice.
Hope you won.
I'm jelly.
I am too.
Yeah, because it was one of the things that marked the difference in his character, like whenever he changed, because it's not something that a Jedi would normally do.
Oh.
So early on, he sort of did that, but it was like the other Jedi don't use that sort of thing.
I'm impressed that you picked up on that, on like his right when he changed in the movies, he did this. Oh, that's interesting.
I want to say earlier too, when he was as Anakin, he healed somebody, and it was like, "You will tell us," or something.
Interesting.
I have to watch it again to make sure.
Okay. Well, Kylie guessed C.
What's C?
Well. Wouldn't you like to know? Nancy guessed C.
What are the answers?
Okay, it's A, force, the force persuade.
Ooh.
B, force lightning.
Ooh.
C, force choke. Or D, force push.
Well, you know it's not force lightning because his suit was made so it couldn't handle lightning on purpose by the Emperor. That's why his suit was always so clanky and stuff.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. The Emperor sort of made a suit where it was all, where it was real, like because he could have made it where the lightning wouldn't have hurt it. Anyway,
this
is really geeky.
You are such a geek.
Force persuade would be awesome though. I would use that all the time. Like you're at Taco Bell, extra cheese in the tacos.
You will put an extra taco in my bag. So
I like that better. I like that voice.
I wonder with this was then Obi-Wan was probably the one that had force persuade.
Oh yeah. And he was really good at that. These are not the droids you're looking for. And he always did like the thing with his,
Well, I never really associated like a particular signature force that any of them had. I knew that some of them were like better at the lightsaber or whatever. Like Anakin was better at flying, but I didn't associate it with like you're going to be better at choking people.
Well, the force lightning is more. It's a dark side ability sort of thing. That's why the Emperor uses it. But Yoda can counteract it, but he doesn't use force lightning. Which, spoilers, whenever Rey blows up the ship that she thinks Chewbacca's on, and she uses force lightning, that surprises everybody because she's supposed to be a good guy and she just used Force Lightning, which is a Sith skill.
See, but I think that's.
But it worried her too. She was like, because she was like conflicted. Like, am I good? Am I bad? Like, it was her whole thing. Like, am I destined to be a bad person? Or
these people think too much. Like it just. I mean, it's a power. It's just how you use it.
We're talking about this way too much. This is supposed to be like an art show.
It's a power. It's just how you use it. So if she has that ability, kudos. Use it for good.
Well, it's the way that it draws in, because like with the Jedi, you aren't supposed to harm. You're supposed to, if you can, like, it's why they don't use blasters and stuff. Like, you're supposed to disarm somebody and take them in and all that.
Okay.
Like, it's sort of just the whole idea of like try not to do any harm. Where if the lightning, you're just frying the person. You know. So anyway, it's anyway,
well
it's
done.
All,
I like the well done.
Jedi, crazy.
Frying the person.
Go Darth.
Okay, well, the answer is in fact C. It is Force choke.
Oh.
So Kim says I'm confused. Like, huh?
Sorry, guys. Star Wars is a deep rabbit hole. Like, it's funny. Like, I'm a fan of it, but I like to listen to some of the videos and stuff. But the fan fiction, like you were mentioning, is huge. So, and also the books and things. Like the movies that you see about Star Wars, it's just the tiniest little sliver of the whole universe that they have. Like they've been writing books for decades, and a lot of them were considered canon. Now it's kind of, is it canon, is it not? But it doesn't matter. It's like all the characters in the movies just have so many books and novels and on and on and on. And there's just planets and planets and planets and all these things that are written about, and it's crazy. I mean, it's a whole universe of stuff, and but it's all fantasy. It's not like science. It's just fun space wizards and stuff.
Space wizards.
So, I don't know. I think it's kind of interesting. It's all based on like Greek mythology and all this stuff. Anyway, it's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It is very much deep rooted.
Anyway, I made a vow to myself that I wouldn't go down the nerd keyhole, like the rabbit hole.
Oh, you should
on this.
Give
I knew
up on that.
I was like, no. And then, we got like 50-something minutes in, and it was like, I just like exploded.
Well, you've spent a lot of time on Wikipedia, like a lot of time on that website.
You mean Wikipedia, the free online, the free online encyclopedia that anyone can edit, all about Star Wars and Star Wars related activities?
A lot of time on it, a lot. So anyway,
I don't believe I've heard of that. Tell me about it. No.
Well, Kylie says, "Yay, I got most of them." You got all but one?
Yeah, all but one.
So you're probably a Sith.
Just enough to dispel the idea that I'm a Sith. True Sith wouldn't get them all right. You want to have one.
I don't know. Siths deal in absolutes, so.
Well, I absolutely don't want anybody to think I'm a Sith. No, gosh, those were hard. Like the last one, I kind of knew, but a lot of them I was just guessing.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, gosh.
Well, Kim says, I feel like this about Harry Potter. The movies are not the same. I've never read those books, but I can sympathize with the fandom.
Yeah. That's really cool too. Like I haven't gotten into, like, I love Harry Potter. So, all the movies, seen them, listened to them many, many times, but I've never read the books.
I know we tried to get Jack. Well, tried to get Jack to read the books, but that might have been too early to his age. I'm not quite sure, but but
I want to. I think it'd be really cool if Jack wants to start reading those books, and then I read them too. Maybe we could all read them. We could have a book club, so we can talk about it. But that'd be really cool.
There you go.
But I don't know. But
so, what's your goal with this painting? Like, what's your time frame?
I'm going to make it. This painting's goal is to take over the universe. Dun, 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 there. Now, so I'm going to work on it. I would like to get it done before Thursday.
That'd be good.
Oh, although I don't know if I will. Because tomorrow is going to be that we're going to...
Oh, that's right.
But I'll see. If not, but I'm only going to try to get a lot done. But hopefully on Thursday I'll have a lot to show you guys about it. And I would like to completely finish Marilyn too, now that I feel like I got a grasp on it. And I wanted to mention Marilyn too, because that's something that, I don't know, I think a lot of people get into art and they think that their artwork has to be perfect or you can't make mistakes and all that. And I think the exact opposite. Like artwork is about making tons of mistakes, and correcting it, and then and that's part of the fun because it's like life. You're not handled. You're never handed like a perfect, I don't know, set of cards or whatever. I mean, there's always something that you're lacking, something you need to edit, something you got to change. So it's the same way with art. It's a good thing.
That makes sense.
Motivational.
There you go. Well, Linda says you should read them. They're great books. So.
Oh, that's yes. Oh, and you remind me too. I just want to say thank you so much to all our patrons. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. And everybody that goes to the website, that looks at it, that ever likes. That really means a lot, guys. I can't tell you,
yes.
Especially during this time.
Yeah, absolutely.
COVID. Oh my goodness, it means so much. So, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you.
Thank you.
But I guess so we'll have some stuff to report back to you on Thursday, guys, and we'll go to the park. We'll take some pictures or whatever. I promise you, we won't
give them a slideshow of our vacation.
Yeah, we won't. Yeah, exactly. All right, now quickly, and we're moving, and here's another flower, and then we're moving.
I will say though that there is one thing, like how like it's a running joke where somebody makes you watch slideshows of their vacation, and it's a terrible experience. But if you watch like the habits of Facebook users, you're just looking at other people's slideshows.
Yeah.
Like you will I find myself doing it. I'll click through photos of people's things, funny. And I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, you're right. Weird. You're not wrong.
So yes, Thursday we will have more trivia, I'm sure, along with wacky photos. Who knows? Maybe we'll do something nuts with Catan or something.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because we're also going to show about how visually impaired people can play board games and make it better. Like Jackie did. But anyway, we'll talk about that later. But yeah, we got stuff planned. It'll be fun.
Well, Kim says Potter books are on audio are great, which that we were getting Jack to listen to those. That was fun. Yeah. And then Mike asked really fast, "What are you painting?"
Oh, right now?
Yeah.
Oh, here. Let me show you. So this is Darth Vader. So it's a commission that I'm working on. It's 3 feet wide by 2 feet tall, and really the idea for the commission, they love Darth Vader, but they wanted to give like a certain vibe. So wanted to give like a very serious, sort of almost menacing but serious kind of feeling, so that this guy means business. And so I'm going to be working on that. There's going to be lots of reds on the right-hand side of the canvas going through his lenses on his eye over here, along his cheek. And then over on this side, it's going to be a lot darker, a lot of blues and stuff. But, Darth Vader, it's a commission. And it's been a lot of fun to work on.
And it's going to be ominous.
Heck yeah.
Well, Nancy says, see you Thursday. So, and Mike said, sorry I was late. Thanks for joining regardless.
Yeah, thanks for joining.
So, yeah, we'll be back Thursday. We'll share more studio adventure fun time.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Bye.